Watson on first down. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. Check.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big run there by Jones. 56 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Back to throw. Stafford. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. That'll bring up 2nd down.
40 got. 40 got. Check. 11.
They'll run it with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley, but he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Underneath for Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
These two teams all tied after one. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Oh, this is blocked. And the Patriots have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'll be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New England. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Marr now to add the extra point. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Texans 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boy, at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Faking the give, now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Marr on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Stafford, he sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will take over at their own 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Go, go, go. He got 22.
Play action. Stafford. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We got this.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Stafford. It's complete. Stills. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On 1st down, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And an alley to run. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Throwing to Stafford. And Brown's got it for a New England touchdown. John Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Stafford. that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking that time for Stills, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Here we go.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ronald Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Johnson's got it complete. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On first down, Watson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Chris Jones, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
80 weapons. Double right. Hey, Zoo. 41 Mike. Yeah.
Now a first down throw. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go. Right. Safe. Check three. You draw Corker.
Out of the gun, Stafford. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the 50, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans.